double digits now. We got episode 10. The show always comes out Friday. I always record it on Thursday. The last 2 or 3 weeks, that's what it's been. And we're at episode 10, and I don't see that changing. So happy to report some consistency. So I was reminded today why it's always a good idea for me to record this the exact day before I upload it, because I had a entirely different topic that I was going to talk about for these 10 minutes. Something happened today that made me have to entirely alter that plan and make a show built around what I definitely need to talk about. Because if something happened today in the baseball world, that's worth talking about. And you saw the title. You know who this guy is. Shohei Ohtani, the most talented player in baseball history, I can confidently say, did something today that nobody else is going to do, to put it frankly. Again, I had a whole different episode planned today, but I was at work, and I got the notification on my fantasy baseball app that Shohei Ohtani hit a home run. And I was like, oh, wow, I started him at pitcher today. That doesn't count for me. Damn. Well, I hope he pitched good. So then I raced to check the app, and he pitched a shutout. He pitched the whole game. He pitched 9 innings and I think 8 strikeouts and pitched a shutout. I mean, unbelievable. So the Angels and Tigers were playing a doubleheader today. And so the first game, Shohei pitched, and that was the shutout. He pitched the whole game, and he threw a shutout. Amazing, right? Amazing. First shutout of his career, actually, which was the one time that I've been surprised by a Shohei stat, because I thought that would have happened by now. But, I mean, he's done literally everything else, statistics-wise, that nobody else is able to do. Unless something crazy happens, this is history that will not repeat itself. And I figured this episode was worth talking about that. So to redirect back to the doubleheader, shutout game 1. Game 2, Shohei hits 2 home runs. 2 home runs in the same day. Shohei got to play 2 games, and in the first game, he pitched a complete game shutout, and in the second game, he hit 2 home runs. I mean, how do you have a better day than that? I don't think that, I don't think you can possibly have a better day playing baseball than what happened today. Imagine. The wild thing is, like, the attendance was definitely low for those 2 games. You know, it's a Thursday, afternoon doubleheader in Detroit. The Tigers aren't great this year, so it may not pull a lot. But the Angels are also in town, so I don't know. I kind of wish I checked before I started recording, but whatever. But imagine being there for one or both of those games, and you get to say that you were a part of some baseball history that will never happen again. It literally happened today. So yeah, again, I had another episode planned, but I think I'm on the right course here. As you can tell, I cannot stress to you enough that this is a big deal. To put it plainly, I'm just really excited to talk about it. I don't know. So, something else that's relevant to Shohei's day today, I noticed yesterday that it was announced with the Angels trading for Lucas Giolito, a starting pitcher from the White Sox. The Angels traded for him, and simultaneously, that means, and I'm sure they said it plainly as well, that they don't intend to trade Shohei Ohtani before the trade deadline. So he's going to be in Anaheim for the rest of the year, and the Angels are going to try to make the playoffs, and I'm happy about that. And I'm happy to hear that because I would have a feeling that, with how well Shohei is playing, he would prefer to not have a big change I mean, I don't know. I don't know everything, but that's where my head would go. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, he is, again, like, today was history. Like, he just does this. Like, on a random Thursday afternoon in Detroit, like, this happened. Like, Shohei Ohtani has that power. And it is fucking awesome. It is awesome. And again, I was at work when this happened. So believe it or not, I was not watching these games. I was at work. So by the time that I was finally able to find the videos of the home runs, I noticed something else that is worth mentioning that further blows my mind about the raw talent of Ohtani. The first home run that he hit, it was like a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, like low middle of the zone, like real easy to hit, right? But he was late on it because it went to left field. Like, so he was, somewhat late, but he still hit it out. Like, he is that strong. And if you're curious about the second home run, it was a 430-foot bomb to center field-ish, right center, I guess. And if you're curious about the exit velocity, so how hard the ball exited off the bat when Shohei swung, it was 116.9 miles an hour. So, we can round that up to 117. I wanted to report the right number, but I'm going to call that 117 miles an hour. Yeah, off the bat, he can swing hard. So, yeah, he is quite impressive. I also, while getting in the mindset to record this, I watched some stuff, and I also learned that Shohei has the longest home run of this season, I believe, at 493 feet. So he has the ability to hit a baseball 493 feet. He has the longest home run this year. He pitched a shutout today. He hit 2 home runs today. Yeah. Final stat to leave you with, because I put it near the end of my notes here, and I would like to mention it. So I say nobody has ever done what Shohei Ohtani is doing. Nobody's ever done it, and nobody ever will do it again. I will confidently say that this is not going to happen again. So I would say, closest comparison to Shohei Ohtani's talent, Babe Ruth. That's always what I've assumed, right? So I was curious. This was the last thing I looked up before I started recording. So, how close is it actually statistically are Shohei Ohtani and Babe Ruth? Because, they both pitched and hit at a really high level. And Shohei's doing this at the absolute highest level that nobody has even attempted. And not only is he doing it, he's been doing it, but he's doing it at the best possible level that you could be doing it. I mean, to put it bluntly, that's what it is. So yeah, the numbers, how close are they? Babe Ruth, career strikeouts is at 501. Shohei Ohtani's career strikeouts, 597. So Shohei Ohtani has that one. Career home runs, Babe Ruth, 714. Shohei Ohtani, 165. He is 29 years old. He is 29 years old, and this winter, this offseason, he's going to sign the richest contract in Major League Baseball history at 29 years old. So, those are some numbers to leave you with. So yeah, if you listen to this one, I appreciate it. I'm going to post this one on, various social medias and stuff, and it'll be pretty much my first time doing that. So, again, inevitably, somebody new is listening. I keep saying watching. I watch movies every day. I'm always in that mindset, I guess. So if you're listening and you're new, again, inevitably, there's at least one person. So, so if you listen to this one and you let me know about it, there's a million ways to do that, I'm not too hard to find. Again, this got posted everywhere. I'm not hard to reach or anything, so, And if you do let me know that you listened to this episode, next episode, in the middle of it, these are about 10 minutes ish. This one might run a little longer. I'm not sure yet. But again, I aim for like 10 to 20 minutes for these. If you let me know, sometime between Friday, today's Thursday. Again, I record on Thursday. So on Friday, July 28th, from that day to whatever the following Thursday is, or so, I guess Wednesday. Whatever the following Wednesday is, because I record the episode on Thursday and I write the notes and stuff. So on Friday, the day this gets posted, Friday the 28th of July, from this day to, we'll say, Wednesday, August 2nd, if you let me know that you listen to this one, you got an incentive to come back somewhere in the middle of that episode, around the 5-minute mark-ish. It'll be like a mid-roll, read kind of thing. And I will mention everybody who let me know that they listened to the episode. I will shout you out and say thank you, because, again, thank you. I appreciate it. This is fun for me to do. So, if you listen to it, I appreciate it. Last notes before I get out of here. Oh, I guess a writing update. I try to do a writing update every week on the baseball pilot that I'm working on, because it's baseball related. So I allow myself to talk about it. Still writing the second draft. Still working on it. I've been writing a little bit of everything lately. I've been writing a few different things, and it's been really fun, and I felt like I've been really productive, but I've also just been writing a little bit in multiple projects at once. So I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if I'm getting stuff done quickly, but I feel very productive, if that makes sense. But it's been good. It's been fun. Ultimately, finishing the second draft is probably just going to come down to me knocking out a big chunk of it and then not being, intimidated by the time commitment to finish it off after that. So that's all it really is. It'll get done, but, I talk about it to keep myself accountable. Again, yeah, if you listened, I appreciate it. This was a fun one. The episode that got canned today, that'll probably be an episode in the future. I don't know if I'll tell you. I don't know if I'll tell you that it was a recycled episode idea when I do it. We'll see. I don't know. I won't make any promises, but that was going to be a good episode too. But I mean, again, something historical happened today, and I made the right decision by talking about it. This was a fun one. This was a fun one. I didn't get to watch this happen, but I had a lot of fun talking about it. So, all right. I think that's all I had. Peace out.